hometown is Tony Kanaan.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the north of the country.
He's raced 3 times on the full Monaco circuit in Formula 2. Best result 3rd in the 2019 feature race behind Nick de Vries, who won, and Nobuhiro Matsushita. So let's see, just grinds to a halt really. Oh, Roland nearly collected him. But
and
yeah,
that's
just
uphill.
no drive. Yeah.
As you can tell with the car rolling down, but yeah, so that's uphill, and so if you lose drive, lose power, then obviously you can't quite make it to pit lane. You see there's bits of car lying in the middle of the track now, so take a little bit longer to get cleaned up. 21 minutes 30 seconds to go of a 45-minute session.
And it's the 2 Jaguars, Evans and Bird. They're at the top of the times at the moment. All of the laps really have been set using just 200 kilowatts of power.
If I take the foot off the brake, it starts to roll. Can I put in gear the car?
Negative.
Okay, so apologies to Sergio Sette Camera. Clearly, he couldn't do. They didn't want him to keep his foot on the brake for some reason.
Yeah, he's not intentionally trying. Maybe that's how they're to restart the car. You can't have your foot on the brake or something.
The brake temperature is very critical. I wonder if they were too hot as well. And if you sit with your foot on the brake, it basically melts the pads to the disc on the car.
Really? Even if you're not moving?
Yeah, well, because it's just heat.
Oh, because it's just holding it there.
And so
like if you're super gluing something and you hold it on.
Precisely.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. I see.
So, yeah, that's. I don't think really Norman Nato can get a. I don't know. It's pretty unfair. He comes around a corner as a car parked right in the middle of the track. He wasn't going quickly because of the yellows. You see the sun in Sebastian Buemi's eyes, and that's again one of the challenges of running around here in Monaco.
So last car on track appears to be the Mahindra of Alex Lynn. So he's just coming around the final corner now and gets around Sette Camera, and then it's the...
Sims is still out there too.
Sims is still out there as well, is he? Yeah.
So both Mahindras, yeah.
And then hopefully we can get the car of Sergio Sette Camera moved. Stoffel Van Dorn dominated here in GP2, won from pole position in his title-winning year of 2015. And he is 2nd in the championship at the moment. And here's a look. Oh, that's a big lock-up for Alexander Sims down at the Nouvelle chicane.
Yeah.
Whew. Came steaming in there, didn't he?
Yeah, he really did. Trying to find the limit.
Yeah.
Found it.
And so that's Van Dorn following him in. No, that's a separate time. Because the first time, Sims got it stopped and went around the chicane. Second time, he's taken the escape road.
Yeah, that's a bit odd. I don't know if there's a brake balance issue. Yeah, really locking up the front so much. You're trying to balance the mechanical front brakes and the brake-by-wire system on the rear of the car, the electric brake-by-wire system.
Now, Sergio Sette Camera in the car, presumably they are checking to see whether there's still charge coming through the car, because obviously it's broken down, so they want to make sure that it's safe for Sette Camera to climb out before they remove it. Because there's usually a light above. Oh no, it's flashing red at the front there. You see just in front of the halo, it's flashing red. And that is warning that the car is still live, as it were. So they need to be careful with Sette Camera getting out of it.
And time is bleeding away. We're now down to 18 minutes to go, and all the other teams are thinking, we've got this very tight testing schedule, this plan. And then they have to start throwing things out of the test plan. Okay, what's the critical things we need to get done before the end of free practice 1.
A 250 kilowatt lap will be at the forefront of most drivers' minds, I would have thought.
Yeah, I mean, that's the headline thing, but then you've got to make sure you've got your race pace sorted out. You can go quickly while being efficient in the race this afternoon.
Antonio Felix da Costa in the DS Techeetah. Again, all these drivers who have struggled. This is Sebastian Buemi. Is he talking to...
Yeah, he's talking to...
I think it's Olivier Drio.
I think it's definitely one of the Drio brothers.
Yeah.
He was doing some sort of snap oversteer motions. Drivers speak with their hands. And
but I guess I'm interested that he's talking to Olivier rather than, that he's sort of getting that involved. rather than, you know, I'm sure he's obviously passing that on to his engineer as well, but co-team principals of the Nissan Edams team, Olivier and Gregory.
I think it was Gregory because it did say Gregory on his headset.
Oh, did it? Good spot, okay. From the back, the sweeping hair.
They're very similar.
Right, I will give myself some credit, but yeah.
They're very similar.
Right, I will give myself some credit, but yeah. So now they're pushing Sergio Sedicamera's car up the hill.
Careful where you push, boys. You don't want to break the bodywork. Oh, God, yeah, moved there.
Yeah. There is Norman Nato back in the pits then, and I wouldn't have thought it's done too much damage to the front of that Venturi. They might not even have replaced it, although I think...
Yeah, it's gone. It's a different one. Yeah. I'm sure Susie will feel differently when she gets the invoice for the new front wing.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, no, there's a bit of scuffage on the front, look.
Nah, that's just road rash.
Old scuffage from one of his other...
Well, it's probably just the car in front flicking up stones.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right, pushing the Dragon of Sedicamera up into the pits now.
I wonder what's going on there. It's almost like it's...
It looks... That's a lot of people to push a car, isn't it?
It's in gear or something, you know, so that they can't disengage drive, or... It's not... You know, there's certainly a more freewheeling, even in a direct drive car, as Formula E cars are.
But if he took his foot off the brakes, it would roll backwards, he said. So
yeah, something weird going on.
Yeah, doesn't make much sense there. Usually, on the flat, 2 people push a Formula E car.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty much. Whereas here we've got a cast of thousands. Wow. And okay, it's a little bit uphill there, but
it's not that much uphill, is it?
No, exactly. Oh, the guy at the back's given up. Oh, a few of them are giving up now. Now it's gone to the flat.
No, there's something very odd going on.
It's going so slowly, yeah. There's Jaguar, 1-2 at the moment. Evans and Bird. Number 10 is Sam Bird.
Would you describe that colour as teal? I was thinking about this the other day.
Oh, I'm going to get told off here by Jaguar PR. It used to be, when they first joined the championship, it was called Phosphor Blue.
I've heard you mention Phosphor Blue before.
I don't know if it's still Phosphor Blue, though, if I'm perfectly honest with you. So,
do you think that's a Jaguar paint code? When you go into the dealership, you can say, I want one in Phosphor Blue.
Yeah, maybe. It is Phosphor Blue. It is Phosphor Blue.
It is Phosphor Blue. Thanks, Adrian.
Thank you, Adrian. But it's not graphite grey anymore. It used to be Phosphor Blue and graphite grey, but now it's not. But it's still Phosphor Blue. But that's a big old slide.
You see the sparks? Watch the sparks as the car turns to the right. Certainly Mitch Evans did that. Sam Bird didn't get any sparks.
What's he playing at? Here's Antonio Felix da Costa.
Yeah, he's not fully on it, I would say, da Costa through there. You can see the marks on the circuit where the plank underneath the driver has been hitting the ground. Looks like we're getting ready to go back to work here. 14 minutes and 20 seconds to go.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I've actually just been sent a picture of the broken Nato nose, and it was quite badly damaged, actually.
To do the out 200, so I'll keep you updated on the activation if it's in this lap or not.
Oh yeah, that's quite broken.
Yeah,
you guys can't see that, but we can assure you there was a bit more damage than the one they showed on TV.
Exactly. So definitely a new nose. Right. They've got Sedicamera back in the pits now after really a heavy-looking push up into the pit lane. So we'll see when the session's going to get back underway. There is Sam Bird getting ready to depart. Jean-Eric Verne getting ready as well in the DS Cheetah. They're all very, very keen to get back out on track, aren't they?
Absolutely, yeah, at this point. So, again, time bleeding away. The next session is half an hour long, that is it. And no double header this weekend here in Monaco, as we see Marshall sweeping up the little bits of carbon fibre. Got to make sure and get rid of all that, because otherwise you'll start getting flat tyres, and six tyres. Each car gets 6 tyres for the whole event today.
Yeah.
3 fronts, 3 rears.
A lot of the teams are getting quite jealous that Jaguar have got their Phosphor Blue mentioned. Apparently there used to be a special purple one for them as well. Right, let's catch up with Nicolas Mauduit, shall we? He is talking to Nicky Shields. Morning, Nicky.
Nicholas, you've spoken to Sergio Sedicamera on the radio. Has he explained to you what happened with the car?
He just mentioned that the car stopped on track and that he had no power. So we tried to power cycle the car, but it didn't solve the issue. So we will need to investigate a bit more when the car will be in the garage.
So at this stage, do you know anything else? You know, have you seen something like this happen in the past?
No, we do not, because we don't have telemetry. So we will need to connect to the car, but we'll need to investigate with the system guys regarding the high voltage. So, yeah.
And thanks very much. And generally, how's the feeling coming into this race weekend? Obviously, it's brilliant to be back here in Monaco.
Yes, it's an amazing place. But yes, for now we are quite focused on what's happening on the car. So we'll need to have a look to that.
Good luck getting it back on track. Thanks very much.
Yeah, so they don't get live. Telemetry is basically live data, so they don't get telemetry. They get the data when they come back and plug the car in, but they're not getting all banks of screens, and they only know how much energy is left, you know, with in the car from what the drivers tell them, basically, and with other cars from what they see when we put the TV graphic up. So they won't know what's gone wrong with the car until they get steady camera back and have a look at it. Everybody else on track then, just 12 minutes to go. Now, quite a lot of the drivers activating attack mode to get some running in attack mode, and then maybe some full power running in the next 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah, the attack mode activation zone on the outside of Casino Square. It is it's a tricky position. It's one of those things as a driver I'd be thinking, oh, why have you done it there? And sitting here I'm thinking, great, that's mega. You couldn't have made it much more difficult. But I think we'll see the drivers converging on the exit of...
To watch this practice, I know it's a very busy day of racing around the world, but obviously here is tense enough with free practice 1, 2, qualifying and a race all in one day. And the first, as Dario mentioned earlier, the first non-double header of the season, and in fact the only non-double header of the season, as Buemi comes through Casino Square and drops down towards Mirabeau.
This looks like a push lap, but at 200. You know, he's not leaving anything on the table now, and it looks quite a bit quicker than we've seen understeer. The front of the car sliding through the hairpin. You don't want that. That costs time, basically. You've got to keep slowing the car down until the front tyres bite.
Into the tunnel for Buemi. Hugging the apex and then down to the chicane.
Remember, fan boost, exit turn 1.
So Lin practicing fan boost on the exit of Saint-Devote. Buemi through the chicane.
Rather than fireproof suit.
9 minutes left. Robin Freitz goes to the top of the times. 4/10 clear of Da Costa. He was not in attack mode, I don't think, Robin Freitz there. There he is in the number 4 Envision Virgin racing car. Then you've got the 28 of... Now, is that... I've only just spotted that. Max Gunter might be wearing a different helmet this weekend. So I need to... Oh, big slide there for Lin as he exits.